It's a bad time, this time of year.
How many times is he gonna tell this story?
Oh, let him tell it. I love fairy tales.
This ain't no fairy tale, little girl. If you don't take it seriously, you're a fool!
The first Valentine's dance in 20 years has to be something special.
Look, Landers, you gotta get a lot of exercise if you're gonna grapple with Gretchen.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got a Valentine for her that she's never gonna forget. Right to the heart, huh?
In this town on Valentine's Day, everybody loses their heart.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you.
It can't be happening again.
No!
It can't be happening again.
What's going on over in Valentine Bluffs? It looks like Harry Warden's back in town.
It happened once. It happened twice. Cancel the dance or it'll happen twice.
In the town of Valentine Bluffs, there are many ways to die. Take your pick. My Bloody Valentine.
How's it going? So, since today is Valentine's Day, I decided to go ahead and do a review of the movie My Bloody Valentine, which came out in 1981. I'm not going to do the remake. That one came out in 2009, but maybe I'll save it for next year or something. There's just not too many Valentine's Day horror movies. There's this one, the remake, a movie called Valentine. Yeah, there's really not that many. It doesn't have the appeal like Halloween or even Christmas for that matter does as far as holidays and horror movies go. So this one is a classic 80s like slasher. It's definitely got that early 80s feel, like low budget, pretty crappy acting, but some pretty cool gore effects, and it does have some pretty cool camera angles. Sometimes it's like right up on the killer's face, and then sometimes you see it from his point of view, kind of like you see from Michael Myers' view in the early parts of Halloween when he stabs his sister. So it's a very entertaining little movie. Actually, I just saw it for the first time. I just finished it right now. I've seen the remake before, which I'm going to watch again too. Um, but yeah, I thought it was very entertaining. I mean, I'm looking more at my notes here. The first shoot shows people in mining gear and helmets in a mine shaft. Um, and then one of them decides to unzip their coveralls, and it's this lady in very revealing, skimpy underwear, which is kind of odd. And she has a heart tattoo on her left breast, right above her heart. And then it shows her screaming, and we assume the person in the other mining outfit who did not remove said coveralls or helmet or anything killed her. And that's like how the movie starts. Um, so it's pretty interesting. And then it shows people in the town. The town's called Valentine Bluffs, and they're all gearing up for their Valentine's Day dance slash party, which they haven't had in 20 years because there's a killer that happened at 20 years prior. He basically, the night of the party, a lot of the workers in the mine wanted to go home and get ready and head straight to the party. So, and two of them being supervisors, well, those supervisors left. Five other workers were down the mine. An explosion happened due to methane gas that they didn't check. 6 weeks later, they find the sole survivor, and looks like he resorted to cannibalism. Can't say I blame him. Gotta do what you gotta do. Uh, and he ended up in an insane asylum because what he did and how it affected him. And at the party a year later, the anniversary of all that, um, they find two heart-shaped boxes that are bleeding at the party, and inside it's not candy, it's hearts, from the two supervisors who he murdered a year after the event happened that led to him being stuck underground and being the sole survivor. So it's definitely got that revenge, like slasher movie type feel to it. There are a few plot twists, or like there's a main one, but overall it doesn't affect the movie that much. It's just very entertaining. There's a part where the mayor gets a heart-shaped box in present day, and it's got some cool, like creepy little Valentine's Day poems in it. Like this note says, "From the heart comes a warning filled with bloody good cheer. Remember what happened at the 14th as the 14th draws near." And he's sitting there. He thinks it's chocolate. Like he doesn't even look at the inside. He just kind of hands it over to the sheriff who's driving. But he realizes that there is no chocolate. That it's a human heart. So let's see. So yeah, it's entertaining. Like the poems throughout the movie, people start dying very creative ways. One lady owns a laundromat. She ends up getting killed by her dryer. Like the killer stuffs are in there. There's a lot of the up close like 80s slasher stuff where someone screaming is being killed, and for some reason like the camera zooms like practically almost in their mouth, like that and it like zooms in. I That was a very common thing to some of these early 80s slashers. Um, Another one of the poems is "Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you." It like it's a very cheesy little slasher horror film, but it's definitely entertaining. It's holiday themed. Like I said, you don't see too many Valentine's Day horror movies. But yeah, I would check it out. It's worth a watch. Like if you're with someone, you're bored, you just want to watch a random horror movie on Valentine's. I'd say check it out. The remake's good too. I'm gonna watch it again. I'll do a review on it next year. So I was originally gonna do Psycho as my next one, but I'll push that till probably Saturday or so, since today is Valentine's Day and I wanted to do this one. So cool. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.